It's been ages on this channel since I've been able to announce a new sponsor, but this video has a sponsor, which is Squarespace. They're the one-stop shop where you can go online and run your very own business and build your own website. So I've brought my e-bike down to Brink today. We're at Brink Bike Shop, where I'm gonna, for the first time in a long, long time, kit my bike out with a brand new sponsor, which is Shimano. So here, I've got a load of fresh Shimano parts. Brink stock Shimano, but these will come directly from the factory, which is really, really lucky right now. It's so hard to get hold of a lot of bike parts. I'm absolutely buzzing because I've had some epic rides on this e-bike lately, on the Marine Alpine Trail E1. It's looking a little bit, I'd say, worse for wear, because I've absolutely used and abused it. So we're going to swap the Dive-Bro kit today as well and protect the frame, because look at that. That's definitely had one too many van journeys and gone over a few too many berms. But Shimano is a brand, if you haven't heard of Shimano, you've been living under a rock. They're just so iconic. They've been around on bikes for years. If you look at a 40-year-old mountain bike in a museum, it will probably have Shimano parts on it. And they've now sponsored me, which is unbelievable. And in the last couple of years, I've always got my drivetrain from here at Brink, which has mostly been SRAM, brakes, gears, just everything, like this Rim X SRAM, the AXX electric stuff. But Shimano actually seem like they're way ahead, and actually talking to the staff here, everyone seems to run Shimano on their bikes. So it kind of feels cool to be part of that and kind of make the change to a consistent drivetrain sponsor across all my bikes, where everything ties into one, especially now where bikes are becoming more difficult to kit out, because things like hubs need to match up with your cassette, your chainring needs to match with your cranks. It kind of gets confusing. So in my head, knowing that I'm going to run Shimano on all my bikes is a huge advantage. The reason I'm starting on my e-bike for this build, which is kind of annoying because it's definitely the most complex to swap out all the parts, is the first stuff I've been sent is Shimano XT, which absolutely matches XTR in terms of performance, but XTR is just slightly more bling with tie bolt finishing kits and things. My e-bike doesn't need XTR. It's heavy, it's got a huge battery in there. I don't need that like tiny weight saving and kind of more expensive touch. XT is absolutely perfect for that. So I've got a shifter, a rear mech, a 10:45 tooth ratio cassette, which probably is about the same as this one. They do a 51 tooth, which is like a huge granny ring, but I think by going slightly smaller with the front chain ring, I'm dropping to a 36, it'll make up for that difference. Also with the power of a battery and the motor and everything assisting me, I don't think I need a granny ring. The motor's just going to pull me up the hill. So Joe, Big Joe is behind you. We'll film him in a minute. He's going to be manning this build laps of the huge swap, because it gets quite complicated with these bikes. The cables need routing behind the battery and through the motor, I imagine. Are we going to have to drop the motor out? I think we will. Probably. So it's going to be like performing open heart surgery on my e-bike, but actually what will come of it at the end will be a fully spec'd up XT e-bike, and it's got a Shimano motor and drivetrain in it anyway, so kind of makes it all on brand. And then we'll put a new Dive-Bro kit on, it'll be good as new. I'll give away all the SRAM stuff. I'll come up with an easy way of one of you winning everything that's on this bike, then I'll go and ride it. You ready, Joe? Let's do it. Done! The upgrades are complete. The guys at Brink are so helpful. They've just completely transformed my e-bike. We've fitted a new Dybro kit, which is an e-bike specific one because it's wider. I've got the full XT drivetrain now, which is perfect actually because this has the Shimano step system as an e-bike to make it an electric mountain bike. So now my bike's kind of on brand for the first time, and the XT stuff looks brilliant. Honestly, the Brink guys have made this bike feel the dream. Just pedaling up the fire road there with Ben to get here, the way it shifts, everything just feels amazing. I just need to bed the brakes in. So I've come to Rushmere Country Park, and this place is very, very special to me, and I'll explain that in a minute. But I need to give away the SRAM stuff that's come off this bike. Actually, talking of giveaways, if you're looking to give away for customers to buy that perfect product you've been designing your whole life, all of those ideas, if you want to get people involved and onto a website where you can embody that, Squarespace is the platform for you. You can purchase a domain name at the point of building your website so it can just sound perfect when you say to people, yo, what's up, healthfare.com. How good's that? That's what we get to do. You can do the same, and you can build in calendars to book those masseuse appointments and give away for people with achy backs to get inside your house and pay top dollar for those massages. There's a discount code in the description below, and there's a link to start a free trial. So do all that, you can save 10% off your very first purchase or domain name. So this e-bike is being ridden here. I just forgot, we didn't give away the SRAM stuff.
You need to
okay, if you want to win all of that SRAM drivetrain like XO, shifter, mech, chain, cassette, brakes, just follow brink.uk. You put it on the screen, Ben, so they can find it. Follow Brink and like their most recent post. Done. We'll choose a winner from the likes list. So Rushmere, those 3 dirt jumps are the only thing that I remember. So I don't know why I've never filmed here, but this bike park, which is about 20 minutes from Woburn in Rushmere Country Park, there was always stuff here, but actually the bike park only exists because myself and Red Bull did a project here. And part of the deal was when we're done with all the loop-the-loops, all the features we built, the massive dirt jumps, we had to kind of produce a bike park for youngsters to ride, and this is it, and it's sick. There's downhill tracks, there's these dirt jumps, so there was nothing here. I remember walking around here in 2017 with a broken wrist trying to like map out where I was going to put my features, the trees I wanted to ride up, where I thought the big dirt jump could go. There was nothing here apart from bracken, and now there's a bike park and there's a dedicated trail crew that run that. I don't know why I've never filmed that because it's actually such a cool story, and people come up here all the time. I get tagged in so many photos and videos of youngsters and like riders riding here, kind of because of that project we did called Frames of Mind. So I'll put some clips on the screen now of what I was doing on these 3 dirt jumps and some other stuff. Then I'm just going to go around and see what they've built and what we can ride. It feels really weird to be back here and seeing it all have changed, but there's so much nostalgia with this place and how the tracks that are here link to what was here. So the first thing we ever built was like that kind of bit of dirt there was actually a berm that ran this way. And I did a 270 front wheel tap on this bark of this tree. Then landed here, and it's funny that all the dirt's still here. And rode really close past this tree, and then we built a fully vert radius transition on that tree. I rode up it, pulled backwards and landed in a landing here, which is probably a bit of this dirt. It's about this high, tight between these trees. And then the sick thing is I bombed into a step down. It was a cool feeling. You went like tree tap, up there, tree, land, huge step down, which no doubt that tabletop down there was the landing. So this has probably all been pulled up with a digger. But in the video I did a flip no hander on that step down before hitting this big shark fin. It's just sick cable cam run all linked together. But what I wanted to do on that step down, which is always the way in the video, which I never achieved, was a double flip on a step down. No one had done a double flip on a dirt to dirt step down in the middle of 2017 when I was filming that. And I absolutely knocked myself out to smithereens. I've put it in a crash video before. This is the clip of the double flip. Lights out. And then up here, sorry Ben, you were never here for any of this, but
I wasn't.
One of the biggest things I've ever undertaken. I don't actually know what this is. The guys have built a really cool shark fin step down, but this area here was the loop. No, it was a bit further down. It was here. Went in here and came out that side of the tree. So Kai Forte, whose trail building crew kind of built the project with me and then made it into a bike park with me afterwards, his dad Rick built the loop, and it was 5 meters tall. But the crazy thing, which no one had ever done, it wasn't like a touching loop, like if you rolled up a piece of paper, in and out touching. The entrance to the exit was 5 meters apart, so you could have driven a car through the middle. It was a full-blown corkscrew that you had to turn left round. And he built it out of steel. We brought it in on like lorries in 4 bits, got awkwardly carried on chains on a digger, and Rick and this guy called Derek, who famously gave mouth to mouth to a swan and got in the Devon newspaper apparently, bolted the thing together here. And I'd never ridden one. I came up here with Dan Bateson from the last video, And we rock, paper, scissors for it. Dan tested it, and rather than turning left, which it so obviously went left, 5 meters left, he turned right and flew out the top of it. We didn't have phones on us, it was so funny, it was fine, but imagine if it went wrong. And then that linked into something down there. But there was a massive corkscrew here. It would have been 5 meters tall. The first one I'd ever ridden, I had to learn it here in the woods. But I've always wanted to ride one, and that was the best. I want to buy that back off of Kai. I've seen it in his field where we shot Design and Conquer. But let's ride down a bit. But that was that was legendary. On top of a hill, there's a corkscrew, now it's gone. But it's sick to see so many tyre marks. The other side was where I built that hitching post to flip onto posts, which then last year in Design and Conquer, I did the front flip out of. So that's like the evolution of the tricks I've thought of. But this is where it all started for me, Frames of Mind. It was a sick video. I'm gonna do stuff like that again with Red Bull, but need a new location, which we're working on, aren't we, Ben? Yeah. I mean, the rest of the tracks are just really fun, good for beginners, good for experts. Do you wanna ride that shark fin thing? It looks cool. And then you can slam this berm. But I'm buzzing, Rushmere is so cool. There was nothing here. So I used to drive up here on my own, just walk around in the bracken and think, could I ride up that tree? Could you fit a hip in there? It's where the whole tree ride from last year where I kept killing myself came from. We did one here. Yeah, I love this place. I should come up here and just like go on a dog walk and remember it all. Did you tell I got really excited then? I could almost see the loop, like I was going to run around it, but there's not a loop. Okay, I'm going to put a camera on, just do some runs so you guys can see what the bike park has, because it's open to the public. Anyone can come, have lunch and ride. You can just take it in and watch if you want, Ben.
Yeah, we've never actually ridden here together.
No, you should come up here. It'd be good for you because it's quite easy.
All right, mate.
This lad George has just shown up, who's doing some coaching. Is it Firecrest who's coaching you? Come on then, can you lead me down something then, please? If you had coaching, you'd be the best. And that's not your first day ever, is it?
No.
I'm joking. What one are we doing? The blue?
Red.
Red, okay, come on then. I was in. Oh, he's fast. I'm on an e-bike and he's just pulled on me. Oh, it's so wet. There, George. Woo! It's really wet. I got Kate. I need goggles. Yeah, I never expected that. Oh, there's a sick drop there. Look at that drop. From there to there. Oh, it's a shame there's massive lakes at the end of everything. This quarry was where we got all the dirt from. Build a massive trick jump there, which is a sick jump. I did a backflip Superman to tuck no hander on that, which took over 100 goes over 2 days. And no one's ever done it to this day since, which is really cool. And I'll put it in boost and give you a push. Should you just do the blue? This is a sick bit of trail, it's flowy. George is pedalling in the air for some reason. That's the tree I mowed down. And then here with a huge dirt spine. Oh, that's tabletop. It's so muddy. That's pretty cool. Whoa, that berm's ridiculously sick. Let's film that turn. Oh! Let me do it again. The first one was way better. Ignorance is bliss, isn't it, when you're going in blind? I can absolutely slay it now.
Oh!
One more!
How does the bike feel?
Really, really, really nice and silent and great.
Oh, there's a jump I could ride.
I need another go. You're not that stoked on that, are you?
I'm not at all. You're like barely leaning and manualing out of it.
Standing me up. You actually created a rut. Can I go again?
Please do, yeah.
The brakes feel so sick on the downhills. I prefer the feeling like the modulation of Shimano brakes.
They look cool.
It just suits the bike, doesn't it?
Yeah. Your face needs a wipe down.
I'll wipe it when I've actually managed to rail a turn and impress just at least you.
There she is.
All I had to do to make it slide was not brake.
Do one more then.
Okay, why do you think it was a fluke?
Maybe. Oh, that was sick.
Yeah, man.
Fair play.
Cool place, isn't it?
Really cool.
Shame it's rained so much. Yeah, I love this bike now, it feels amazing. I like that I've got everything kind of matching. This is really nice. The Shimano XT lever and shifter all share the same mount and bracket. Clamp, that's called. I don't know why I call it a bracket. You can tell I'm trying to get a bike rack for the Nomad. I've been talking about brackets all week. Yeah, that's really smart, isn't it? You could probably get the same for the dropper on this side. I just haven't got it yet, so I'll speak to P&W and get a loam lever because I'm sure they can share the same clamp. Yeah, buzzing. Enter that giveaway, just follow Brink and like their post. I'll choose someone, there's a lot of stuff to win there. Yeah, this bike's sick now, isn't it? Welcome to Shimano 2022. Thanks guys, legends.
We've got to use that sound.